Hello, everybody. My name is Daniel, and this is my friend and roommate, Sarah. She has never done ASMR before, so I thought it would be fun to give her some trigger objects. Let her do what she thinks she needs to do in order to do some ASMR, and then I'll show her my favorite way to do the trigger. How are you feeling?
Great.
Okay, so the first one that I'm going to give you is this.
Okay.
Now, this is one of my favorite scents. But this is also, when you do this a certain way, it is one of my favorite triggers, which is why I gave this to you. So I'm going to go ahead and let you do your thing. Yes. Okay, so
did I do it right?
You did everything right. A lot of it is just in the pace in what you're doing.
Okay.
So actually, the first thing you did is actually one of my favorite triggers. But when you're doing it, a lot of people take their time and they're really, really slow and they kind of jiggle the lid a little bit. So when you take it off like this, a lot of people will go, and when you do that, you get the ASMR.
Do you sniff it?
I actually don't sniff it unless I'm like talking about my favorite scents.
You could be a candle salesman.
I probably could.
An ASMR candle salesman.
That's a good video. That's a good video, actually. I have watched Bath and Body Works salesmen roleplay ASMR before.
They exist.
They have been sponsored, yes, I would love that. Specifically the seasonal ones, which is the only time you can get my favorite candle. So, that was my favorite trigger for this.
Okay.
And then there's 2 different ways that you can tap on something.
Yeah.
Because girls have longer nails, they typically like to use their nails.
Gotcha.
But you can use your nails, and then you can also just use the padding of your fingers.
Yeah.
And it's just a bit more gentle.
Okay.
Both of them are really good, but you did well. All right, the next trigger is going to be cloth.
Okay.
So I want to see what you do with this one.
Okay. I'm scared.
It's okay.
Okay.
Don't be scared. So, actually, there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. So you're doing the right thing. I would just do it a little bit closer to the mic so that it picks it up. And I would be a little less gentle. You have to be less gentle with cloth. Okay. So.
I'm so sorry.
No. That was good. I'm keeping that in. But when I mean less gentle, keep the pace at what you were doing it.
Okay.
Just like push, it's like push a little harder, squeeze a little harder, so that you can get the noises of the cloth.
Okay. You probably hear my joints popping.
I hope it got that too. Okay, so one of my favorite ways to do this is stained. It is not dirty. Let's start there. So I like to bunch both sides up in my hands, and I like to go.
Yeah, that got me.
Yeah. just wait until you go back and watch the video after I've edited it and you hear. And then I do like to do what you were doing earlier, but I like to kind of like use my thumbs as grips and you can go as slow or as fast as you want. But that's kind of what I do for cloth.
Okay.
So now, this next one's pretty easy.
Okay. I don't know. Don't say
it. Will be. It will be. So, I want you to do literally whatever you want to do with this.
Okay.
I want you to just figure it out.
I don't really have nails.
That's fine. I gotta make two also.
Okay.
So whenever you do that,
yeah,
that sounds good to me.
Okay.
But you do it like right here because the microphone is coming out this way.
This way, right here. Okay.
And since this is your first time doing ASMR, if you ever want to look, the yellow bar,
yeah,
when you're doing it, if the mic is not picking it up, that'll be flat.
Gotcha.
So it was flat over here, but it wasn't over here. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And I probably should have told you that to begin with.
That's okay. That makes sense.
That's okay. That's good.
Was
Yeah.
that too loud?
No, that's fine.
Did I do it?
Yeah. So you're doing exactly what I'm going to do. I like when something, like when there's a pattern embossed onto something. I love that word. I used to watch Man About Cake online all the time. That's where I got the word emboss. And so I've started using it. So since this has a pattern on it, the tapping is good. I kind of like to hold stuff in between my palms while I tap on it with both sides. But I also like, if I find a pattern, I like going. But yes, I was actually hoping that you would open it.
Okay.
So I was glad that you did that. So yeah, and I would have done this. And then I also would have opened it. And because this is felt. So it's very easy to do once you've done it like a few times, but I always look for different textures and materials. So I can do the plastic, I can do the felt, and then of course opening and closing things is my favorite. And I probably should have done this beforehand, but I am gonna show you guys what this looks like if it will focus on this. Come on, focus. So this last trigger that I'm gonna give you, it's actually very easy to do, but you have to do it a certain way for it to be relaxing.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is just give you this and let you do your thing, and then I'll show you.
Is this your rosemary water?
This is my rosemary water.
Okay.
I started spraying this on my hair, and it almost pretty much replaced any and every single hair product that I have. Is it leaking?
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Okay, yeah. So you did really well.
Okay.
So you were right for this.
Okay.
And then you were also right for this.
I was just like being a troll with that, but
Well, no, you were fine. And this one is actually, generally, I like it to be a little less full because then you get more
swishy swashy.
Yeah. And then the lid, I do try to take it off really carefully, but I'll also like this. If I'm low-key thinking about making myself a video just of me doing this. I'll post it, but I could fall asleep to just 20 minutes of. But then, so there's several ways that I do it. Obviously, you did the right thing of spraying it backwards. Sometimes I'll make sure that all of the electronics are like right up here. So that way I can kind of aim it in a direction that there's not going to be any electronics. Mm-hmm. Or I'll keep a cloth on my leg and I'll put my hand up behind the camera so I can catch it. And then just kind of nonchalantly wipe it down. So I can do the. And then I'll wipe it. But you did well.
Thank you.
So those were all of the triggers that I have today. How do you feel about doing the ASMR? Honest opinion.
Oh, it's fun.
I really like it. It's weird because every single time I film, I feel like I look like a dimwit that doesn't know what he's doing. And then when I go back and I edit it, I'm like, oh, this actually looks okay.
Yeah, you look great.
Well, thank you. But other than that, you will be on more videos.
Oh my god.
This is not a question.
I'll do your makeup.
That'd be fun. The last time somebody did my makeup, though, my eyes swelled up and I had to wash it off and hold a cold wash rag to my eyes.
Okay.
It was Dawn. It was my cousin. So you should ask her about that.
Yeah, we might not do eye makeup.
Okay.
Or maybe Dawn never cleans her brushes.
That's also, that's probably true. That's probably true.
Well, I don't clean mine either. So.
Okay. So do you want to do if you like this video, like, subscribe,
comment
below what your favorite trigger was out of this?
Yeah.
And just for funsies, in the comment section below, rate Sarah's attempt 1 out of 10.
Thank you.
Give her a 10.
Yeah, I'm thanking you
Give her a 10.
preemptively. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. You guys are so nice.
But I will see you guys in the next video. And if you have anything you want to relay to Sarah, I'll tell her.